What's going on, everybody? Here again, once with Oz. All right. So I got something for y'all today. I want to talk to you about what does your music sound like? Okay. So we're gonna get to that, but first let's go ahead and get this intro going. All right, man. That intro got me pumped up, but okay, here we go. So I want to talk to y'all today about two things. First thing I want to talk to y'all about is what does your music sound? What does your music sound like as a leader? Okay. And the second thing I want to talk to y'all about is mentorship, the relationship of a mentor and a mentee. Okay. But first, let's go ahead and talk about this music. So let me paint a picture for you. Let's say you have a piano. Everybody knows what a piano is. You got a beautiful piano that just sits in a room. If that piano just sits in that room, it's going to collect dust. All right. In order for that piano to be effective, it needs someone who has ability and talent. What is ability? Ability is the you being able to do something. Like, do you have the ability to physically put your fingers on the keys? Yes. So that person has to have ability and talent. All right. Ability, well, I ain't gonna say talent, but ability and skill. Okay. Now, they have to have the ability to be able to put their fingers on the keys, and they have to have the skill from practicing. And some people may have some talent to go with that skill, but you gotta have that skill. Now let's specifically talk about the skill. All right. Why skill is important? Because like I said, you got that piano. A piano doesn't need to practice. A piano is a piano. A piano can make beautiful music depending upon how much skill and talent and ability the person that's actually playing the piano has. Now let's switch from the piano because we just talked about the piano don't need to have practice. The piano is a piano. It's a tool. It's a tool, and when used properly, it can make beautiful music. All right, let's talk about that individual. When that individual comes to play that piano, what does that music sound like? Have you done what it take to play that beautiful music? Have you had the discipline to put in the hours of training and multiple repetition to make that piano sound beautiful? Or are you just out there slapping those keys? Because there's a difference when you just got somebody that goes over and just starts slapping keys, sounds horrible. Everybody's like, hey, leave the piano alone. Stop. It's not for you. Now, as leaders, this is what I want you to think about. All right. This is what I want you to think about as a leader. What does your music sound like? The same way that that piano sounds unpleasing to the ears when someone gets on it and plays it and don't know what they're doing, that's the same thing that an unpracticed leader looks like. That's the same thing that an unpracticed leader sounds like. People can smell a fraud from a mile away. So if you're just here leading with positional authority, guess what? People are going to see you fraud. They're going to see you for what you are because you can't get on a piano and fake like you know what you're doing and then think everybody else is going to just follow along. Leadership is the same way. It's the same way. All right. All right. So boom, we got that one knocked out. I want to move to the next thing I want to talk to y'all about. I'm gonna keep this thing real nice and sweet and short. I want to talk about mentorship. This is my belief. This is Oz's belief. All right. I believe there's a common misconception when we talk about mentorship. Mentorship can be done on multiple platforms in multiple different ways. You can be very creative with mentorship. You don't have to be hand in hand with a person, seeing them on a daily basis to be their mentor. You can make it work if you want to make it work. But what I want to talk about right now is a relationship between the two. I don't believe that a mentor and a mentee relationship has to be for eternity. Now, look, if a mentor meets a mentee and they lay out, like, hey, here are the things that I expect, I want to help you get to where you're trying to go. And this is what I need from you to show me that you're serious about what we're doing. And if at any time that mentee decides, like, well, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sandbag it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that mentor saying, hey, you know what? I gave you my ground rules. This is what I expected out of you. And I'm not saying just like cut somebody right off, right away. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is this: if the relationship isn't mutually beneficial, meaning that I'm giving you everything that I have, and you're not giving back by way of performance, and you're not paying it forward, and you're not helping other people, you're not using the things that I'm giving you to go out and help other people, then guess what? I don't think there's anything wrong with a mentor saying, hey, you know what? At this time, I don't think you're where you need to be at, and I don't think we can work together anymore to be a mentor and a mentee. So at this time, we're going to terminate this relationship. Good luck, and you can reach out to me at a later time, and we can see if it works at that time. But right now, this doesn't work. I don't want to waste your time, and I'm not going to allow you to waste mine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's a very professional conversation. It's a relationship, and sometimes relationships don't work out. So I just think people get hung up on that mentor and mentee thing, saying like, hey, you got to get a person, and regardless of how bad they mess up or whatever they do, you got to just keep encouraging them. No, 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 no. People, you can't want for somebody more than they want for themselves. Like they say, they used to say back in the day, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Okay. So if you keep leading that horse to the water and you keep trying to force them to drink, what you gonna do? You're gonna drown them. All right. Let's stop drowning people. Let's stop drowning them. If they want it, they'll come for it. You can encourage them. You can nudge them in the direction that they need to go, but you can't force nobody to do something. You cannot want for somebody more than they want for themselves. All right, look, I got in, I got out. I want to be quick. I just want to drop a few nuggets real quick. Let's do a little recap. We talked about that piano. Remember, a piano doesn't need to practice. It's a tool. You need to practice as a leader. And as a leader, if you get up there and try to play that piano and you don't know how to play it, everybody gonna see it. That's leadership. Everybody gonna see it. When you ain't practicing, you don't know what you're talking about, everybody knows it. All right. So get in there, get those reps in, have that discipline to practice that craft. That's leadership to become a better leader. The other thing was we talked about that mentor mentee. Uh, we talked about what's going on, Sergeant Major. How you doing? Okay, there we go. We talked about that mentor mentee relationship. Okay, like you can get out there, you can mentor people, but I don't want people to feel ashamed when you say, hey, look, there's a time where we have to cut sling load. I'm not telling you that I'm giving up on you. I'm telling you that you need to invest more into yourself than what I'm investing into you. All right. I can't want for you more than you want for yourself. Okay. You just hit it. Hey, Sergeant Major, we just talked about that same thing about leading. If you lead a horse to water and you keep forcing them to drink, eventually you're gonna drown that horse. You can't force them to drink. They drink when they want to drink. All right, let's stop drowning people. But hey, everybody, once again, like I said, I like to get in, get out quick. We love you all. Hey, and as always, life is a choice, and we are dependent on you to choose well. We'll talk to you soon.